Alright everyone, I'm going to teach you the most broken champion in the jungle role for you to play right now, and it's going to be Volibear jungle. Yes, Volibear is looking extremely OP. With the item build Dusk and Dawn into Inori, you're going to be climbing like you've never climbed before. So for starters, E level 1 blue or red buff. You're very strong early game, so generally cheese and stuff won't really affect you, especially with the new season. It's really hard to get cheese. Here you can smite and then just walk over to the crab camp, use your W, and then just keep on pathing the way you do. So Volibear jungle, very OP with the 2 item combination. You pretty much go full tank after that. Important things to remember is his passive is just so broken. With the new item, it stacks it even faster and you apply on hit effects. And with the bit of AP that item gives, you actually get a lot of damage from autoing. Just auto attacking a lot with Inori does a lot of magic damage from your passive. Plus all your abilities are going to come back up. So here, use your E. W the big one. Always W the big camp. Your second one does the extra damage and healing. It's easy to misclick, so just make sure you click properly. And for jungling, I mean, you want to play for that full clear. Right now, really important for the meta is generally doing this sort of pathing where you play for early dragon. So if you start top side, it's really important just to start top and path top to bottom, especially on Volibear, because this sets you up on your second full clear. When you do 1, 2, dragon will be up and you'll be pathing full clear, done your farming job and ready to go for the dragon. If you start bot side on blue, in this situation you path up, you're gonna miss a dragon timer, and it's really important in this meta. Try pathing bot side because you don't want to miss a early, you don't want to miss that jungle, dragon timer, because dragon's actually very easy for you to do now. It takes so little effort, you do it so quickly, you take absolutely no damage. So if the other jungler doesn't path down, this guy, Malphite jungle, does path down, but if he does not path down, you will have an opportunity, a golden opportunity to solo dragon with your smite up, with everything up, and do it extremely quickly. So here, Malphite is going to be here. Instead of going this way, I'm going to just wait here and then try to sneak the crab here. I do have my Q up, and I'll be able to smite whenever it's ready to go. Here we're going to path and just ward here to see if the Malphite rotates. Looks like he is. I'm going to try to, cancel his clear. I know the Malphite's running this way, so I'm just eat him. I'm trying to slow him down. He's coming right at me. Look at him. 2 miles per hour. You just want to push it away from him. And if he tries to flash on you, you can have, a potential kill here. Unless the Darius is here as well. Oh, beautiful. All right, we got that. I mean, it was looking a little dicey, but my boy Shen, I think he's got this. Unless Victor shows up, which honestly doesn't seem like a big deal for this guy. Like he has no flash right now. Oh yeah, for our itemization. Important, Dusk and Dawn doesn't really show up in your category right now, so when you're looking forward, just open up the mage items and you'll find it right there. Oh my god, beautiful Shen. Beauty. You're a beauty. I love it when my solo laners rotate and perform like they've never performed before. So here we're going to start our path again, top to bot. So generally, as I was talking about, that dragon timer is really... Oh my god, Shen, do not die on me. I want you to live. He's done so much work. I just have to help him here. I don't even think he can die. Beautiful. But yeah, usually you do not want to break your clear. So here we're going to start our top to bot clear. It's really important for pathing this meta because of the jungle quests. For junglers, it's actually jungle... Honestly, very strong. You get so much gold and income, but it's just easy to mess up your jungle pathing. Volibear especially, a bear wants to fight, a bear wants to scrap, right? But you do not want to do that in this current meta. You actually just want to make sure you farm, full clear, and look for objectives, especially early game. Your scaling is really important. This champion especially, you can get a couple kills here and there early game, but in general, some comps are really hard to play against. Early game can still be tricky. But your first item spike is just really strong. And your second item spike is just insanely strong. Not for team fighting as much, but for 1v1s, 3v3s. You're really strong on your item spike. So the first 2 items are your big powerhouse. We're going to get our Dusk and Dawn. It's going to give us super fast clear, really strong 1v1. Good everything. And that's how you kind of want to play it. So here, if we have bot priority, you can start dragon. I don't mind just starting it because I want to fight. I know this guy, if he comes in, I don't mind Malphite, just trying to fight me here. I am very... Unless my bot lane just bases while I'm pinging it. I want Malphite to come because I know he has no flash. He's potentially can be a kill. But here we can actually go on him here too as well. You should just zone him. I mean, we just got to kill him quicker there, and then we can just get the dragon, and boom, easy. So you want him to come, because the thing about Volibear, he's really broken on objectives. Like, you take no damage, especially now with dragon being so weak. Your W, every time you apply the mark, the second one will always, you know, heal you for your missing health. So you're really not dying. And if your smite actually gets upgraded, you'll have 1,000 damage smite sometimes. But here we don't even need it. We're just going to get the 600 damage one. And we're going to look to base here. So that first dragon, it's a pretty straightforward game plan. I want you guys to focus really hard when you play him on this window of full clear on this clear, play for the dragon. Sometimes you'll get some more kills here and there, but realistically, just keep your mind open for that. That's an important thing. The early dragons, I mean, they're not gonna, like, if it's really bad, your bowling priority is just terrible, your laners aren't strong at all, you can just say, okay, I'll just keep farming. But realistically, that dragon is not that risky for you. You can always back up. A lot of times in your game, soul laners aren't going to rotate. Junglers in your games are probably not going to think much about that early dragon. And Volibear is a champion who just, you need to have strong early game pressure. Like, he is very OP, but until you get your items, you're not going to see like insane power on him. Once you get your first item, you're going to notice a lot more, but you got to play really around certain win cons. Like, you will need to get the ball going a bit. You are just so strong 1v1, but 1v1 kills aren't going to be everything. Objectives like this one coming up, and the dragons are really good. So here, same thing, grubs are up. What do? We evaluate. This guy has priority, but I have a Shen. My mid is doing really well. So that's enough for me to just be like, yeah, as long as the mid, like 1v1, we always win. And if as long as the mid can't come, we're pretty much hard chilling. Here you can just ward here. My boy is, he's trying something in there. I want them to come. I want Darius to come here too. Here we're just going to get his ultimate, which is good. Once he uses ultimate, Malphite jungle, he's pretty much worthless. You don't have to worry about anything else. Get that champion's ultimate. You've done a good job. So here I'm going to check his camps too, just because I want to really assert myself in this game. I'm going to check his Grom timer. Check Wolf timer. He probably is finishing it. He just finished it. Okay. I'll probably look. I don't really want to base because I'm so close to Dusk and Dawn. I can just run in, maybe kill this Victor if he walks up. If not, then I'll just base. It's always unfortunate. I'm going in. Oh, why did I get hit by that second shot? Run, Zera. All right, I have my base. I got what I wanted. Sometimes you just gotta let it ride. Let it ride indeed. Victor's getting a lot of kills. That's fine. We don't need necessarily that many kills. Also have the rune set up the Lethal Temple. Jack of Trades is actually really good because once you go, pretty much once you get your boots and you go into Navori, you're gonna get Jack of Trades, and you're gonna get a lot of. You can get up to 10. Once you get your full build, you pretty much have all 10 stacks, which is a lot of ability haste, and it's also the adaptive bonus. So here I'm gonna just farm. I don't really have much going right now. I just have to full clear. This is where you're really strong. So what I'm talking about all the time, I'm saying, like, you gotta play for this win con. So item spikes are really important, especially on this champion. When you're playing the bear, you just gotta really think about that. Chasing people, wasting time is just the worst thing you can do. So you don't want to waste too much time. You want to make sure your time is efficient, your time is spent well, and you're just very good time restraint. So here Ken is just dead, my man. I don't know if you knew what he was going into, but yeah. So for boots, your tier 1 boots, generally Merc-Trez or MR boots are your best options. Most of the time you're going to go for that because this champion gets CC'd a lot, and I mean a lot. People really like to shoot every skill shot at your face. So Merc-Trez usually, if they're having like this comp AP, CC, Merc-Trez, then mid and jungle or AD, usually it's armor boots, like plated caps. but generally it's the MR boots. So here at full clear, we clear our clamps. So here you can see I'm actually not doing a line path. I'm actually doing quadrant farming. So I'm doing one side of my jungle, something random or aggressive, and then I'm doing my other side. So this one is a really good efficient clear. We always want to keep our camp cycles on the same side down together. We want them to die together, live together. Jungle camps just have to be like that. So here I have ultimate. I'm just going to ward oversee his timer. Looks like he went for the gank mid. So range comps can be tricky to play into because, well, you're just going to be very slow. So here I'm going to just check on Malphite to see if he's alright. Well, actually probably could have killed that. And because his timer is really bad, we can potentially go for, you know, a bot to kill or a dragon here. Because he's looking like they're walking up, I'm actually going to go for the dragon. Looks like they got some vision here. I didn't know I had that Shen coming in. That Shenny. If Shen is ulting, yeah, I should have ulted in. But if Shen is not ulting, because I see Malphite coming around the corner, it's just better to be safe with your ultimate. You can always re-engage again with your Q and your E. But I wasn't sure how fast my team would react. So always be safe. You don't want to be dying too much. Your game, it's all about being very efficient, very cost efficient, getting these objectives, stacking them, and playing heavily around your farm. I mean, to be honest, the most important thing is your jungle farm. You want to finish this jungle quest quite fast too. If you can up your CS numbers in your game as a jungler right now, you play a lot. This game is a lot more macro based. You're going to be really about your pathing, being ready for certain objectives. Like I taught you, how I taught you about the dragon. You want to make sure you prepare for the dragon like that. Always path down right now for the second dragon, unless you really can't fight for dragons. But a lot of champions right now, it's really easy to do dragons. And in lower ranks, people are really bad about knowing the exact timer. So jungle quest completed, it actually helps a lot when you complete your quest, because your speed in the jungle is faster. Bye-bye, my prince. Your speed in the jungle, you're faster, so that inherently makes you clear faster. You get more jungle experience and gold from your camps. So that's a really big thing for jungle, because this just kind of puts you in a position where power farming and efficiently playing for objectives and ganking can actually keep you up in levels with solo laners, unless they're Giga Chad in ahead. But realistically, you can easily keep up with a lot of these solo laners. And here this Darius is in a position where we can gank. Personally, I think you should just fight him if you can. Have to go. Interesting TP. Oh yeah, I don't think he expected the bear. Oh. So here, this situation, we kill top in this position. I recommend just pushing, grabbing some cash with the Shen and breaking this tower down. Even if Malphite's there, you should be able to kind of get a pretty good clear. I'm just W here. Oh, that last shot. Shen! That last tower shot. It's just, we dive. Ultimate removes the turret. You do a lot of damage. You get directly on your target. We just gotta do it. And I have 3k, so I'm rich. First towers are really good too. You can easily break them down. Now they're really squishy. Like very squishy first towers. Be more prepared to go into lanes after you get a little strong and then break the towers. So Navori is your second item. Then it's like a Spear Visage, Dead Man's. So here we go Navori, and then obviously we said we're going MR boots, so we want the MR component. And here we're at 8 out of 10. So once you finish your MR boots, you go 1 cloth armor. Always go 1 cloth armor, because it will give you your 10th stack for your Jack of Trades, which is very efficient. So you just want to, even if you're not really going for an armor item right away, maybe if you want to go for your AP, just go for a cloth armor to finish your Jack of Trades. You just get 25 AP from it, which is really nice. And here we're just going to full clear, probably grab Crab and play really fast. So here with the Navori, you can see your spells, they come up really quick. Doesn't take a detective to figure that out. But what's really good about it is you can get your abilities up really fast in situations. This guy is not going to outrun me. He's going to have to flash. And you're really OP in a lot of 1v1 situations. And here I'm just going to take a wave. So you can see your passive very broken. The AoE chain lightning is what your passive does when you stack it against that attack speed and the chain lightning effect. And yeah, I like to play a lot around, you know, just... I like to play a lot around being a little bit of a monster or a menace, if you will. Towers, they do stack up this weird thing, this effect. Oh, they're coming right at me. I gotta go. I know there's more. I smell a rat. It might have been just cannon, but I have a lot of gold to base again. So yeah, you want to be a bit of a menace. Take jungle camps here, play for waves, side lanes, whatever you can, especially when you finish your jungle quest. There is no penalty for you to do that. Here, like I said, if I got a cloth armor, what does that do? That gives you your 10 out of 10 stacks, which is what you kind of want to do right now. And I'm just going to buy one pink ward for the road. From here, you want to just go straight top side. You don't lose anything. Like, I don't lose anything right now. You don't lose anything right now. Surprised he's not going for it. You can just see, I mean, he can try to ult me there, but I'm very, like, I'm nothing that he can comprehend in his mind. Like, we're on another level. A whole nother level. So just want to farm, clear speed, farm. In this situation, we want to make sure we keep stacking dragons. I'll clear at least half my jungle before it looks like it's dragon time. My mid is fighting. They're pretty much winning. I'm gonna throw in an E here. But I just don't want to lose like a smite fight. So smites, they actually do more damage now. The red smite does 1,000. The blue does 1,400. So if you lose a smite, it's hard to lose your, you know, to miss your smite now. So here, sometimes junglers or people wait in this brush here, so you can see. So I'm just going to go on him because my team can actually finish the dragon without me if they want to. I'm going to just go in because I have my boy Shen coming in. I didn't hear no bell, Shen. Keep going. Keep going, Shen. And keep going. Oh, that's not happening. I just have to find my way out of this problem. We did get the dragon, which was worth it. It was more spicy than I wanted. So the enemy team is AP heavy. You could make a case. This game, you'd probably go MR actually. I like to go Deadman's. Deadman's is like your go-to armor item. But they're actually pretty AP heavy. So what we do is, even though I have the cloth armor, you actually want to go into the Spear Visage. Actually, you don't even need to buy the cloth. You can actually get the base health regen, gives you one more stack of Jack of Trades. So if you go Spear Visage, you will have the Jack of Trades. So don't worry about that. If you go Spear Visage, if you go, what's it called? Deadman's, you're going to have the Jack of Trades stack. So don't worry. I was speaking nonsense. I forgot about health regen as a stat. And from here, you do fall off. Like scaling, you're going to have a lot of time. You're going to feel good in this phase. Like I'm going to be bonking them. For me, I'm probably going to keep bonking them. But for you, you might run into a barrier where you're like, I'm going in and I'm just dying. Yes, you're going to die a lot because you're going to get CC'd. So if you go in improper times when the enemy team is a ranged anti-dive comp, the enemy team hasn't used like any abilities, you're going in 1v4, you're gonna have a bad time. So you're gonna want to look for windows to go in. If a person is just near you, you can just Q stun fast. Like here, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna E, Q stun, auto, W, do my combo, and just keep fighting him. Keep spamming your abilities. It's actually really easy to just forget about that. You ain't going nowhere. I got you for 20 whole minutes. Oh, hell no. Not on my watch, Malphite. Not on my tallest day. I'll let him get the rest of that. But yeah, you want to be aware. Like, if you can, as long as you can hit something nearby, keep spamming your E, your W, you're going to have a good time. Here, I'm going to flash on her. With that ulti does a lot of work. And the E, you always want to position it where it's going to hit If the person is not running away, you're obviously going to E, like right now you're Eing where you are. But a lot of times someone is going to be running. So you have to kind of E where you can potentially predict where they're going to be. Or you can E and then just Q flash stun like I did before. And that pretty much guarantees your E is going to hit, which your E does a lot of damage, right? When you're on your targets, you just spam everything, which is, you know, pretty straightforward. We can Baron here, so you want to do Baron. I like to keep my yellow trinket just because Phalites are OP, I suppose. You can sell it for a sweeper, but honestly, I keep my yellow. I recommend you guys just keep your yellow trinkets and use it whenever you have a good window in their jungle, or you have Phalites you can drop your ward on. Here your smite does 1400, so it's much easier to secure against like skill shots or like Jinx ulti or something like that. But it's other jungler also has that smite, so you're gonna have to be competing with him. So here, Thornmail, I like to just make sure I get Deadmans. I find it hard to get on targets, and that's a big thing. So I think Deadmans for me, I would recommend you just go Deadmans no matter what. Thornmail is okay as like maybe a last item. Frozen Heart is good into like AD, attack speed auto comps like Jinx, Vayne, Yasuo, Yone champs. Frozen Heart is also really good in those situations. But generally your build's gonna look like this, with last item being like Jaxo. If they have a lot of armor and MR. I'm gonna go on whoever I can. Oh my god, he just went in. I don't think he has the damage to kill yet, actually. KS him, or else I die. Zeref, I got you, my man. Here I E in the position, Q, W stun, and then W bite again. Easy peasy. Delicious squeezy. And from here we want to make sure we're able to kind of get everything we need. You can always ulti over walls too if you want to jump over and join the party. Here she's going in. Your Q does extend off of your Q duration does last longer if you ulti. So if it's about to run out, you can ulti to extend your duration on your Q, which is also a mechanic to remember. The most important thing is doing your Volibear combo. Let's not forget E, Q, W in the Q animation, and that's it. You master this combo, you're probably going to win so many more games on Volibear. And here, you be like Inori, it's just impossible for you to die. It's impossible for you to lose. Realistically, it's easy, so easy to die on Volibear because it's so easy to just go so crazy and go way too deep. I'm talking real deep, and you got to be patient. It's a patient game when you play the bear. I'm just gonna buy pink ward. Also Q out of base because the movement speed. Your Q gives you movement speed no matter what, and also doubles it if you're running towards an enemy champion that's visible. Here I'm gonna get my pink ward. I'm gonna look for the dragon. So dragons, you want to pull them out, right? Like your E is really easy just to pull it out. Whatever pink ward is there. And for dragon, I mean, enemy team is still trying really hard, so we have to play with that in mind. We're not going to just expect them to just give up. I'm going to just go on him because I don't want to try to do a smite fight. There's no need for that. Here, just spam all your spells, just smite too if you can. And that's about all she wrote. Now there's no jungler, but they can still potentially seal it, so just be aware. Clear out the pink if you want to make sure they have no vision. And your W bite will help you secure. It doesn't really do that much damage, but it will help you in a wave. You can just time it with your E and your W together. Like we said, last item, we have armor, we have MR. We look at the enemy team, we say, okay, well, they have a good balance between AD and, physical. We also ask the question, is Frozen Heart possibly good? No. Is Thornmail possibly good? Not really, no. So Thornmail is not good. Frozen Heart is not good. Usually Jaxo is like one of the better items. You can even go Zhonya's or Hourglass if you want to just be using it later in the fight if you feel like you're really squishy. But for most people, I recommend just very standard Jaxo last tank item. Sometimes Thornmail for a cheaper item, but it's going to give you the tankiest, strongest build possible. Here I'm just clearing all my jungle. A lot of times, because there's nothing going on, we already got Dragon Soul, but we don't have Baron, we don't have like something to push. I recommend just farming a bit more here. We had Baron, or we had like, you know, more pushing power, I would probably group up more here. So here I'm gonna just start pushing this wave. You can even be the split pusher, like I'm most likely unkillable in the side lane, so I'm just going to take that role as God, and I will take the side lane control, and I will be the split pusher here. Boom. And we're just going to keep pathing down, and we're going to look for a window where we can just break tower, or we can just dive them as well. So here at pink ward, it's always saved. We can see how much damage this does. Here, the only way to win is to fight your way out of all your problems and then flash out when things get dicey. With Ocean Soul, you can see we're healing a lot. Play for shield timers. And the rest is Volibear history. But yeah, don't get too confident. If you really want to win, think about how you play engages later in the game. Really keep up farm, and honestly, side laning or killing people in the side lane does net you a lot of extra wins. Always with the mobility of the Deadmans, you actually get really fast and you're able to pick people up really easily. But I hope you guys liked that video of Volibear jungle. A Dusk and Dawn looking very broken. Check out my stream again. I'm going to be streaming back on twitch.tv/Inori. And I'm going to be back on the stream grind. I'm going to be getting Challenger soon, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck in the games.